Hey guys, I have a really fantastic update for you. I think you're going to love everything I have to say here. So, first of all, I met with the Los Altos Hills Planning Department today for their mandatory pre application meeting, and everything went really great. There were no surprises, save for one good bit of news, which is that the ADU does not fully count against our maximum developable area limit like I was assuming it did. So, with that, knowing that 800 square feet of the 850 square foot ADU, 800 doesn't count towards MDA, that frees up a lot of room to have the pickleball court reincorporated into the design should you wish to proceed with getting this permitted and built in order to have it ready for marketing. Um, I am still, though, leaning towards leaving this off for now and just knowing that the future buyers have the budget available to put it in themselves, because I'd rather see this left open as flat open lawn area rather than a dedicated sports court with a net bisecting it. Let someone else come in and decide how they want to use this corner and for which sport in particular they want to use. However, outside of that, everything's looking really good here. You're seeing a much wider pool deck that is still sort of bridging between the enlarged ADU deck area or patio area and still has a great connection to the family room. I'm showing a very long pool and a little bit of a connected spa area. And we'll see this more in 3D. And I think that's about it for the changes on the site plan. So let's go ahead and look at the ground floor. No major changes here other than for the slight reconfiguration of these closet areas. This is now a coat closet for the front entry door, and this is still a bar area for the dining room. But I am opting to leave a 2 foot duct area to bring air from the downstairs mechanical room through this orange area that we're seeing here is the basement soffit area. So we'll see this in more detail when we look down on the basement floor. But I've basically got floor registers located anywhere in this orange area. And actually, I think I might be dragging this line up the page a little bit to better encapsulate the kitchen, but we can throw air through floor registers this way, and then lots of floor registers for the family room for this 17-foot tall great room. But the idea is that I think that we might raise the bottom of the bar cabinetry up also maybe 18 inches or so that we can go from this soffit area to a duct that leads up to the second floor. And so this duct would lead up to the second floor and feed into what is an overhead gray lowered soffit area. So we would feed air across this way, up past the walk-in closet, and throw air into the bedroom, into the bathroom. We would have the soffit cover the shower area too, because we don't need too much height in the shower. So we can throw some air into the water closet, throw some air into the walk-in closet, water closet, and walk-in closet we get air thrown in. And then I'm opting to soffit over the bed walls in bed 3 and 4 so that we can throw air in at the far corner of the room opposite of the doors, so that as air gets drawn into the return air grills down in the basement, the air has to cut across the entire room. And then the soffit would also continue across here, across the lounge area, to feed air into bath 2 and again into bed 2. I'm not going to soffit over the bed wall here. I think it's good enough, I think, to throw air at this far corner. It's not quite perfect. Maybe it would be better to soffit over the bathroom and do another bed wall soffit, but I don't know. I think with bed 2 and bath 2 being kind of a more primo bath or primo bedroom suite, maybe we want more unencumbered height in bathroom 2. But outside of that, I'm really digging the new location for the new configuration for the master suite, with the bathroom occupying the far outside corner and the bedroom being more tucked in so that its balcony is a little better protected from the traffic and views of the street of Ascension Drive. So I've got a skylit hallway uh, and a vestibule leading to the master suite. We've got a little bit of a built-in wet bar here, coffee bar area, a little seating area, plenty of room for the master bedroom, and a little TV area situated between the entry door and the door into the bathroom. The bathroom should be quite nice. We've got a lot of room here for makeup vanity and a bit of tall linen cabinet against the shower. This area here would have slightly lowered ceiling heights, again because of the soffit, but I think it's quite all right. And then when we see the 3D model, you'll see I've got a large window here at the tub, high windows above the mirrors at the sinks, and I'm also showing a window, a tall window here facing out towards the mature redwood trees or cypress trees that we have along the corner of the street, and then windows here for the bathroom and a couple windows here above perhaps a slightly lower bit of cabinetry, or they're high windows, so you'd be able to get a lot of cabinets in the walk-in closet area. And again, when we look at the 3D model, you're going to really like that we've got the very nice arrangement for the windows for these bedrooms and the bathroom. And then one last thing about the ducts is I'm opting to leave a little extra height here at the door leading to the balcony. So this is maybe a bit more of a commercial type of feature where the soffits stay back away from the window wall, but I think it'll be quite nice. So back down to the first floor. And then let's go down to the basement. So the basement is pretty much the same as well, except for the change here to the bathroom, as well as the change of showing 12-inch thick concrete retaining walls and 2x4 walls adjacent to those 12-inch retaining walls. And you can see in orange the overhead soffit area, where I am routing everything from the enlarged mechanical room to all around the space to feed air into every space downstairs through ceiling registers, as well as seeing floor registers for the upstairs room. So I've still got plenty of high ceiling heights in the gym, the rec room, at each bed area. But these soffits, I think, will do quite nice in terms of moving air around and creating opportunities to have some sort of articulated zones. So I mentioned that maybe we'd want to move this line up the page a little bit so that we could fully encapsulate this wall here and throw some air out through some toe kick registers. To be honest with you, I'm not really a fan of toe kick registers because of how loud they get when the air has to sharply turn the corner. I'd rather just do floor registers, but we can work with the mechanical engineer in the coming days or months to fine tune that. And then again, the idea here is I don't want to bring a soffit down along here to connect to this vertical shaft that goes from the first floor or the ground floor up to the second floor, but I think we could incorporate some horizontal ducting underneath at the very base of the bar. The bar cabinetry doesn't have to go all the way down to the floor. I think we can make that work quite well. And then upstairs, we're just giving up a little bit of that sort of side-facing shelving area. I think this is a really good spot for a second floor ceiling soffit area above these doors and above the bathroom. And then no real changes at the ADU other than taking some space out from the garage. So the garage has gotten a bit tighter, although it still should should function as a relatively tight 3 car garage. Maybe it's just a 2.5 car garage, but I think it's the right allocation of space to get the bigger master suite. So now let's take a look at the 3D model. So right off the bat, from the front, I really appreciate that we're back to this much more refined and, dare I say, attractive looking elevation for the 2 upstairs bedrooms and the bathroom between, and then the dining room and the office with the corner windows. I think this really does look fantastic. The slight modification to the garage feels just fine to me. I'm not concerned at all with the narrowing of this garage area. I think that's just fine. And we'll get to the pool area after we do a tour around the house. So let's go ahead and walk past the ground floor office room. Now we're seeing what does feel kind of similar to what I was showing before, where this was the master suite or the master bedroom, but now we're seeing a pair of windows at the closet, one window at the water closet, and then a tall window stacked over the window down below for the ground floor bedroom. And this window here is between the vanities and the water closet and the shower glass. So I'm really happy with seeing that tall window there. But then as we continue around the corner, basically these 2 areas have swapped with each other. We've got the high windows over the sinks, the very large fixed window at the tub, and then the master suite and master balcony is now in the more central location on the elevation. From this point up here, we've got not too much of a connection to the street. Only certainly we could still see it when we step out the balcony and look around, but it's a far more protected balcony space. We don't quite have a great view of the pool, although if we lean against the railing, we could start to see a glimpse of the pool. Definitely the pool deck, though. I think it's quite a fantastic view from up here. So let's go ahead and jump down from the balcony down onto the ground and continue now to see the revised relocated pool deck. So I'm really excited about this. I've got a very large pool area, large pool with a bit of a beach shelf, a couple steps to get down into the pool, and a slightly elevated hot tub area that would spill into the pool. And then I really like the idea of having the water run down this vertical face of the pool and into a collection channel down at the bottom. I think that would be a fantastic feature, something that I would love to hear, that water splashing all day long. It's a quiet site. It's a beautiful site. It's not like there's too much vehicle noise to have to mask, but just sitting here and really enjoying this water spilling down this face here, I think would be a beautiful thing to have from both the outside seating area as well as the view from the great room. I've opted, as we discussed before, to not show that pass-through garage door here because it was getting a little too cramped, especially with the reductions in the garage space. So I've instead opted just to create a much larger unencumbered space here for seating for the ADU. But we would take some steps up here and then a couple more steps up along and underneath this covered pergola area that uses the same language as the breezeway does to connect from the garage to the mudroom door there. But this is just a really great spot. I'd love to hang out here. I can imagine, my wife and her friends being in the hot tub while I'm sitting with my feet up against the fire, or for anyone who gets out of the pool to come sit here by this fire pit. I think this would just be a really fantastic space. And then lots of seating area along this much larger, longer pool. Now, I don't want to have to do guardrails all the way around this elevated pool deck, which I do believe is sitting right now 4 feet taller than the ground level. So what I'm opting to do is to do a slight terrace look here, where we've got this 3 foot wide planter, less than 30 inches from the walking surface here. So that would eliminate the need to have guardrails all around here, although we will need a handrail to get up these number of steps. But I think that looks okay to me. I hope you'd agree. View of the breezeway to the mudroom door. Seating area here underneath some skylights. So we'd be protected from the elements, but we'd still get plenty of light coming in here because this is a rather large overhang. No handrails necessary here because I'm opting to show an intermediate landing here. And since there's only 3 risers here and 3 risers here, there's no need for handrails or guardrails. It's pretty fantastic. I can't wait to hear your thoughts, guys. Thank you so much for the feedback you've been giving me and this amazing opportunity to come up with such an awesome house in Los Altos Hills. Thank you again.